This is going to be a love reading. I am channeling Where Have You Been? And then immediately the song by Rihanna, Where have you been all my life? As the dog knocks on the door, stop. Hold on, pause. Now I'm channeling the song Knocking on Heaven's Door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. So where have you been? That's literally gonna be the vibe when you meet this person. This is a new romantic connection coming into your life. Now, there is a small portion of you where this could also relate to like friendship, platonic. For those of you who have been calling in like a best friend, like a soul partner, a soulmate energy, but in a like more platonic sense. But that's for those of you who resonate with that. But for, a lot of you who are seeing this is romantic. Either way, it's still going to be one of those mind-blowing connections where there is just that instant shock, electric factor of like, it feels like this is like your soul recognizing each other in that moment, and just the vibe, like instantly vibing, instantly feeling so comfortable and seen by this person. It's like the telepathic communication, the way you can look at each other and you know what each other are thinking. It is so powerful. Oh my goodness. And like I said, this could be romantic, but this could also be regarding like a best friend, like depending on what you're trying to attract, right? But this is a collective message, so it's going to resonate a little differently for everybody. That's why I'm channeling this like it's just a very strong soulmate connection that you are calling in, and you take the kind of connection you're wanting to call in as it resonates for you. But the vibe is the vibe, okay? The vibe is, again, I picked up this deck and I saw the Two of Cups at the bottom, of course, and then I wanted to look, okay, what's underneath the Tower? Like this is the vibe. The most shocking, but like beautiful, just coming into contact with somebody you felt like you've been waiting for your entire life. Like this is what you've been wanting and calling in for, the kind of reciprocated love, connection, partnership, friendship. This is because, again, whether this is romantic or platonic, there's still that emphasis of having kind of like that romantic love and like that friendship. Like there's friendship and romance intertwined in this, which is why it can be both. It can also be a connection that starts off as really good friends that turns into romance. And it's just kind of one of those like, I also feel like it's one of those situations where even if you are just close friends, like people are gonna like be like, you guys a thing, because it's just the connection. I just feel like even just how the two of you are going to show up for one another is just, it's so pure, it is so all in, and it's so authentic, it is so full of vibrancy and life and thought and intention and details and care, and it's just like, it's so beautiful. And so the three cards at the bottom, Two of Cups, the Tower, and then the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like this connection, you're going to meet this person when you are in this Nine of Pentacles energy, where you are truly, truly at a place in your life where you feel abundant in your journey on your own, okay? For those of you where this is romantic, you're going to be single. So this is a card that also represents single. So you're going to be very single when this person meets you, okay? And this could also be for those of you who, again, this feels like for those of you who've been single for quite some time and you've been building up, and creating and manifesting your dream life, calling in your abundance, creating the life that you want for yourself, and you've been single, you've been doing it on your own. And for those of you who are in the sense of like doing it on your own, where it's like you don't have that close friend or partner or community, and it's like, you've been doing a lot, like for this is the collective, like you've been doing so much on your own, you're very independent, and for a long time you were hyper independent, and it's like you had to learn to open up and allow people to come in and help you and You know, it's like you were closed off for a long time too with the heartbreaks and the things you've experienced, but it's like you have grown to such a beautiful place and you've transformed so much, and it's like you were so ready and open for this beautiful soulmate connection, for this beautiful, like, just reciprocated love. You know, it's a true bond, and I feel like there is a you know, I'm feeling called to point out, you know, even just the differences, like you and this person could come from different backgrounds, different cultures, you know, just different ways of life, but somehow the puzzle piece fits. Okay, it's like all of a sudden, where have you been? You know, it's kind of like, I don't, like, you're just, and it might feel like very like sudden, but it's like you're almost instantly gonna feel like, I don't want to ever lose this person. Like, I want this person to be by my side for the rest of my life, whether it be romantically or platonically, whether it's a friend or it's a romantic interest. Is like, you're just going to feel, or it's a combination of both, right? Like, that's the vibes I'm feeling. There's just so much emotion, so much love, so much romance. And then this could also be somebody that you've had a past life with. So intertwined in that, you know, the romance could be from the past life, or the friendship could be from the past life. Like, there's just so many layers here. And it is so profound and is so beautiful. Splitting the deck to the Hangman. This connection is really going to shift things for you. And it's also this connection is going to help you really let go. Really allow yourself to see things for as they are, but also you're going to learn to surrender and really trust, because everything you went through to meeting this person is going to feel so divinely timed and guided. And you're still going to be, it's still that energy of like, literally, where have you been? Because how have I not have you in my life this entire time? But you're also grateful because you're like, I wouldn't have been able to be in this place, meeting you, connecting with you, having you in my life now, if I didn't go through everything I went through in the past. So it's like you're just going to be feeling very blessed and grateful for coming into this connection. Oh, and I feel like it's going to like be coming from a period where you're making shifts regarding your more physical reality. So things could be, you know, like, I feel like this connection is coming in when things are really moving forward regarding your finances, your career, even just how you feel physically. It's like that, your physical foundation being set. But with the Nine of Swords, it's like, I feel like this connection is going to come in after a period of some sort of loss, or some sort of, you know, having a harder time, maybe emotionally or mentally. Like, it's like, it feels like this connection is going to come after a period of you working through a really, really hard time, or going through something that, you know, really, really shifted things for you, but you persevered through it. And it's almost like this connection is like that because you pushed through it and you made it to the other side. And even though you were having a hard time and maybe even feeling a little like lonely, it's like you were like, through all of those feelings, you still were like, I'm going to open myself up, and I'm going to go out, I'm going to live life, and I'm going to be open to receiving, even though I'm having a hard time, or I'm going through this loss. And it's like, pushing yourself to still do the things, even though you're having a hard time, especially emotionally and mentally, but like still honoring like what you need to feel good and fill your cup up, and going for it, and like allowing life, universe, creator to surprise you. Like, oh my goodness. And again, too, it's like, there's just that energy of lightning. So there literally could be this very strong Scorpio energy. Okay, like literally this connection is going to be life-changing. Butterflies, monarch butterfly. You can be seeing monarch butterflies, okay, being significant here, as well as red squirrels, specifically red squirrels, okay? But it's like you've been preparing for this connection without even knowing. Everything, every transformation, everything that you've done has been preparing you for this, and it's going to strike you, and it's going to feel like just so sudden, and it's just going to shift so much. And it's like that lightning is just, so there could be a storm, maybe a day before. Stop! There could be a storm a day before, leading up to meeting this person, okay? And I was gonna say there's a significance around like a lot of like forest greenery, and then there's like snowy mountains, so it's very interesting. I'm getting like And like I'm getting winter and spring, significance regarding winter and spring, but the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, look at the two of them. Okay.